Final Summative Assessment by Emily Oakes. Early Stages of Placement. I have definitely changed as a leader in the time that I have been in my placement. Although I felt as though I was a good leader from the beginning, there are some things I have noticed I could, and hopefully did, improve on. At the beginning of my placement, I was definitely more timid. I did not know the students and was a little nervous with regards to this new responsibility. I knew I had to be a leader and help the students in the class, but I wasn't exactly sure how to do that. At the beginning, I held back a little bit, whether it be during class discussions, helping students with work, or just getting to know the students in general. An example of myself being timid is when students are being loud and rowdy. I used to be afraid of whether or not I had the authority to tell them to quiet down and focus on schoolwork. From the first day of my placement, I chose one student that I knew would benefit from my personal assistance throughout the entire semester. I have been helping this student with most, if not all, of their work over the months. However, when I first began my placement, I only focused on helping this student and not any of the other students. While this student did need my help for the majority of work done in class, I was able to branch off a little bit and work with other students while still being available to help the first student upon any requests they may have. I think it was very important for me to branch out with other students as well, so that way I had an idea of every child's learning abilities and not just one. I started my placement with more of a perfectionist leadership style. I believe this is because I have always completed my own work as a perfectionist over the years. However, I learned that being a perfectionist when helping other students with their work isn't always the best. The students in my placement class don't need me to be nagging them on small errors and making things perfect. They need someone who can motivate them to do their work and make sure they understand the task at hand. I feel like I have improved on this over the course of the semester. How have I changed? Throughout the semester, I have not only changed as a leader, but as a role model in the classroom. I have tried very hard to make and maintain not only a teacher-student-like bond with students, but also a peer-like relationship. I have found this to be helpful in situations where a student may be having a bad day, which affects their behavior in the classroom and the work they produce. By having a good relationship with students, they feel as though they are able to talk to me about things and look for solutions. I have also worked on shifting my actual leadership style while in my placement. As I mentioned earlier, I began with more of a perfectionist view of things. However, over the course of the last few months, I believe I have developed into more of a helper leadership style. I find the helper in myself through the relationships I have made with students, my encouragement toward the students, as well as always ensuring that students have the help they need to do their work. I feel as though I have shown this exceptionally well through one student in particular. I have worked one-on-one with this student almost every day throughout the semester. I can always make sure I can help her to understand and complete her work. I provide ideas to boost her creativity, as well as add on to her own ideas to bring them above and beyond. I feel as though I have also changed in a way that I am not afraid to be firm with students when it is clear they are not on task or working on the assignment they are supposed to be working on. I no longer hesitate to remind students that they should be doing work and ensure that they are doing so. And of course, over time, I began to learn the basic routine of the classroom. We silent read as a class for the first 15 minutes of class, then read together as a class, whether it be Acceleration or Romeo and Juliet. Then we worked on an assignment that went with whatever text we were reading. I feel as though it was helpful for me to know and understand the routine of the classroom, so that way I knew what to expect every day in class. If I knew the assignment the students were working on, it made it easier for me to help them. Demonstrating leadership skills. I feel as though I demonstrated a good leadership ability throughout the entire semester, mostly when it came to working one-on-one with a certain student. Of all the assignments I helped this student with, I feel as though I was the most helpful for her news article on Tybalt and Mercutio's fight in Romeo and Juliet. I helped work with her to expand on her ideas, put them into words, and then onto the page. I also helped her a lot with fixing her grammar and even taught her some new vocabulary. I feel as though I have definitely had a large impact on the overall product of the assignment. When did I not succeed? Of course, the entire semester wasn't all smooth sailing. At the beginning of the semester, I found it very difficult to get students to stay on task and doing their work, especially when we were in the computer lab. Students often decided they would rather play games on the computer than do their work. At first, I wasn't sure how to address this issue. I observed my placement teacher address it in a way I thought would definitely work with the class and decided to start implementing that myself. I told students that if they worked hard on their schoolwork for 1 hour, they could spend the last 15 minutes of class doing what they choose on the computers. Students responded very positively to this approach, and most began to use their time in the computer lab more efficiently. From this, I learned that a reward technique works very well, especially with younger students. When the students feel like they are getting something out of doing their work, they will feel more inclined to do it. Dealing with conflict. One of the major conflicts in the classroom this year was while reading an act of Romeo and Juliet, two students wanted to play the role of Romeo. We first addressed the conflict at hand. Both students wanted Romeo. We then brainstormed solutions to the problem. Some suggestions we made included: neither student played Romeo, it would be given to someone else. One student played Romeo that day, and the other played him the next day. Or they took turns reading Romeo's lines. In the end, after lots of discussion, we decided the best solution was that one of the boys played the role of Romeo that day, and the other would simply just play Romeo the next day. And in the end, this worked for both boys. If I could restart the course, what would I do differently? If I had the chance to restart the entire course, I would definitely choose to dive right into the classroom and the work much earlier in the semester. I would have skipped the hesitation stage altogether and began to help students much earlier. I feel as though I have helped students with a great deal of work over the course of the semester. However, I feel as though I could have done more had I started helping earlier. I would not have hesitated to talk to the students and not only ask if they need help, but offer my help without even being asked. What advice would I give? If another student asked me for advice before taking this course, I would advise them to show respect to the students in the class. What I mean by that is to show the students that you see them as people and care about their opinions, rather than only telling them what to do. You cannot be overly bossy or rude to the students because that will only influence them not to listen to you. You will have to remember that you are not the teacher, and in some situations it is best to ask the teacher to deal with things. I feel as though that if you show the students respect, they will show you respect back, resulting in a good relationship with the students where they will listen to you, what you tell them to do, because they have respect for you. What skills can I continue to develop? I feel as though I have a few things that I can continue to develop. Some things I may have just developed over the semester and wish to continue excelling, while others I may have struggled with for a while and need to keep working on. I definitely need to continue working on my organizational skills, as that is something I have always struggled with. I find myself often losing papers, including the weekly journal log, and I have been trying very hard to correct that. I feel like creating a good balance between being firm and assertive with students and creating a respectful, peer-like relationship with them is also something that I wish to continue developing, as it may be important for me to have this ability in the near future. I felt as though it was important for students to see me as a peer as well as a teacher, so that way they trusted me. However, this can sometimes make it difficult to be firm with students when they were not following the rules or staying on task. Developing a better balance between these two concepts is very important. Since I have developed a helper leadership style over the course of the semester, I want to work on keeping this up and excelling in this category even more. I found being a helper was very good for the students and most definitely encouraged them to do their work to the best of their abilities. I wish to help more people in the near future in order to keep this up. Problem solving is a very important skill that I believe everyone in a leadership position should possess. While I am capable of problem solving, I believe there is always room for improvement, which I will definitely aim to do. Overview. Overall, it was an amazing semester. I learned a lot about student behaviors, conflicts, and how to deal with them. I also learned a lot about myself as a person and as a leader. I feel as though this course has been very helpful for me and will most definitely benefit me in the near future. Thank you for this opportunity.